Once again, my name is Chris Belfry from belfrywellness.com. I'm a human potentialist because I see the potential in each and every one of you. In today's video, I'm going to talk about, someone has asked about why is there always, evil or bad things that happen in our world or in our life. I guess the first thing, when bad things in our lives. In my own personal experience, every bad thing in my life has resulted in some kind of growth. If you actually take that example and learn from it, you can really grow within that experience. So all the various issues I've had, from financial to health to relationships, all of it really has helped me grow to be a bigger or better person from where I was from. And what happens for a lot of people is that let's give an example of maybe being in an abusive situation. A lot of times people don't necessarily grow from that, and then they find another abuser that is willing to come into their lives and abuse them again. It's just that they haven't learned that lesson. But until you learn that lesson, the universe keeps bringing it to you to say, hey, we're here to show you, and it's up to you to realize, like, oh my God, I got to make a change. There's something that's not working, and it's usually within yourself. So a lot of the tools I've given you, over the last month was, to help you see or become more aware of your thoughts or your thinking, why you may be attracting these things into your life, and then you learn from it. And so that's all I really have done over my life is, if you know me personally, I've had a lot of different struggles in all sorts of areas, and each one has helped me really catapult myself to another level. And, and it's really a lot of the stuff I've shared over, the last month again about what I've taken and what I'm, want to teach. And the second part is really about, why is there so much bad in the world or evil? And I don't look at it like that necessarily. I look at it really as a simple glass of water, right? Water in general. So there's really no such thing as like anything other than water, right? I mean, in the context of water, we have hot water and we have cold water, but it's still water. And that's why I look at like evil. There's light and there's darkness, and there's different shades of that light. So there's no bad, there's just a lot of darkness. And then there's light. And so what happens in our world where, what's going on maybe politically, where, there might be a lot of darkness associated with the politics that's going on, it's really just allowing us as individuals to be the light. Be the light in the water, be the warm water, right? Versus the cold. And, that's really what I want to do in the world, is really, be that lighthouse that I am, that I used to be, that I really I'm starting to become again, and be a light for people to help them see the light, or help, help the people in those rocky times where, lighthouse sits where there's a lot of rocks. And so people are in a lot of stormy weather, a lot of rocks, and I want to be their beacon, their guide to safety or to shore. And really, that's really that darkness. And the darkness or evil is just people that aren't or don't have a lot of light within themselves. So it's really just, maybe come into the light a little bit, and it's allowing the people that are of light to be lighter, to bring those people that are dark lighter, right? So if you add cold water to warm water, what happens? It starts to mix up and be neutral. So the more warm water we have, the more light, the less darkness. And so when we add darkness or cold, it allows us to, lowers us, but it's a learning experience for us to grow. So that's how I look at, rather than looking at it as from bad or evil. It's really just water, hot water or cold water, light. I know in one of Greg Braden's books, he had talked about, some of our darkest moments, with Hitler and 9/11. There was a lot of compassion afterwards. So a lot of these disasters that we've had, it allows people to come together. You see, like in, a disaster, whether it's even environmental disaster, a lot of people come together, raise money, help out. So a lot of these things that do happen, it's an opportunity to people to show compassion and be compassionate to each other and be of help to people in need. So, as much as we have these things that are bad, it allows us to see the good in the world as well. So just be mindful of that as well.